That, for me, from just a moral and an ethical standpoint, stinks to high heavens.
A sweetheart deal for Coronado's city manager has its critics. Team 10 first told you about the low-interest mortgage loan the city gave its top employee.
Now investigator Allison Ash has discovered he flipped that house and he made a killing on it.
Yeah, but as far as we can tell, everything that he did is totally legal. Blair King pocketed $230,000 when he sold the house that taxpayers financed.
Coronado is the kind of place most of us can only afford to visit. Downtown is quaint, the ocean lifestyle desirable, and the homes pricey. On average, it'll cost you $1.7 million to call this place home.
People say, geez, what a lucky guy.
Blair King admitted he was lucky in 2013 when Team 10 questioned him about his $1.2 million mortgage loan approved by the city council and financed by Coronado taxpayers. At the time, the city manager lived here on Pomona Avenue, enjoying a 2.5% interest rate. Team 10 discovered through property records since then, King sold the house for $1,455,000. That's $230,000 in his pocket.
His contract does allow him to keep the profits from the sale.
You heard Coronado Mayor Richard Bailey right. King gets to keep the money. And that's not all. He got a second low-interest taxpayer finance loan for $1,150,000 to buy this house in the Coronado Cays.
I can understand from an outsider's perspective of why this deal might not make the most sense for taxpayers. However, the taxpayers did receive a profit, if you will, because we're receiving a better return on our investment than we otherwise would.
The mayor says that return is little more than 1% higher than what the city earns through its other investments.
Your investment rate is so low, you might want to look for a different investment manager.
Donna Fry is an open government advocate who knows a lot about how to run a city. She sat on San Diego's city council for 9 years and says Blair King's deal does not pass the smell test.
From just a moral and an ethical standpoint, stinks to high heavens.
King begs to differ.
They offered to me a mortgage loan that is financially good for the city, and I accepted that.
He says council members wanted him to live in Coronado, one of the priciest cities in California. It was their idea to make his move more affordable, but for him to take advantage of the financing deal twice?
I am concerned with the perception that just money grubbing, doing whatever I can to the detriment of the residents of Coronado so I can advance myself or advance my personal financial interest. Nothing could be further from the truth.
King says he works hard for the city and works hard like other homeowners to protect his investment by taking care of his home.
So what's to keep you from flipping this one and making a profit on it as well? Anything?
Absolutely nothing.
Mayor Bailey was careful to point out he had nothing to do with King's deal, but he does support it because he believes it's important for the city manager to live in Coronado.
That way our city manager experiences the same day-to-day issues that everyday Coronadans experience.
Even as those everyday Coronadans help pick up the tab.
We did some checking and learned other cities and even school districts in cities that have a high cost of living have used this kind of financing as part of a benefits package to hire and retain quality leaders. And for the record, Blair King collects one of the lowest salaries of any city manager in San Diego County. We've got all of their salaries posted for you to look at on 10news.com.
Interesting. All right, thank you, Alice.